Hey y'all, it's Minty Caliber here, dipping on some Grizzly Dark Wintergreen. So I got a review for you guys today, and the review is of the Umarex 40.X.P. Plus I have a little story for you. But I do have the magazine out of it, and that is because it is loaded with 20 BBs, and the gun is charged with CO2. Now, I do have the safety on, so even if I was to pull the trigger, which I'm not going to, nothing would happen. So yeah. The trigger is disengaged, and if you own this gun, you probably already know that. Or if you own the different model of this gun, then you should know that, like the 9XP, or I think it was the SA9 from Umarex, you would know that. But my finger's not going nowhere near that trigger. Gun safety is important, whether it is a BB, pellet, or a real gun. You always want to have gun safety. So yeah. Now, why is my gun have CO2 in it, and why is the magazine loaded? Well, the other night my cat came up missing, so me, my grandmother, and my mother, we decided to go look for it. And I said, well, since there's coyotes in this area, it's better to be safe than sorry. So I went ahead, loaded up, put a CO2 in it, punctured CO2, made sure it was tight, made sure everything was ready to go, and it was. So we went to look for him. We didn't find him. I came home, I told my grandmother, I said, you know, what am I going to do with this? Like, I'm not going to waste this. She said, just go ahead and leave it in there. Look, she's not really a big fan of me leaving BBs in my guns, which I can understand. And I really don't do it, but in that situation, kind of had to, because, I mean, I spent $17 for a box of these, and that would just be a shame for it to go to waste. So yeah, and believe it or not, this gun is very good because it doesn't leak. That's one pro to it. Another pro is extremely accurate for a $60 gun, and another pro is the sights, and that's one of the reasons why it's accurate. It has fiber optic sights. Now I'm going to explain it to you. Point the gun in a safe direction. So I'm going to explain it to you. What is a fiber optic sight? Well, the easiest way to explain it is if you play Xbox 360, Xbox One, or PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, they have a little thing. Well, the 360 you have to buy an adapter, so I'm just going to go to like the Xbox One or the PlayStation 3. Well, on the back of it, it has a little port that says digital out. So, what is digital out for? Well, it takes a cable. It's about, depending on how long you get it, mine's about this long. And it's a little wire, or I wouldn't say a little wire, it's a little tube about that big. It's very small. What it does is it takes light, and the light goes through that cable into whatever audio device you have plugged into, and it uses sound that way. It's basically the same way this works. It takes light and it projects it backwards to where you can see it. So it refracts light. I don't know the full definition of refracting light. You can look that up on your own time. So yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the pros, except for one thing, that you can get 12 mags out of this with just 2 CO2 cartridges, and I have done it. Alright, so moving on to the cons. There's really only one con to this gun, and that is that over time, this little mag piece will get really loose on you. Now, you probably think to yourself, well, how come it isn't loose on you? Well, if you look right there, that's some super glue. What I basically did was took some super glue, dabbed it down in there, dabbed it on the side, held it like this for a good while, and it's not wiggling anymore. So that's pretty good. I'm sure you could probably get it to wiggle again if you tried hard enough, but there's no point. Alright, so the other night, this is another story. The other night I was playing Grand Theft Auto with Magnum. She was on one of her other accounts, and this guy deliberately kills her for no reason. But by that time I was on YouTube. I was watching YouTube videos. So she invites him to the party, and I think it has something to do with her level, because she got an account given to her via Social Club. So it's a level 8,000 account, and he called her hacker or modder and whatnot. It was fucking retarded. But she said she'd be right back, and so I'm like, alright, well, you go do what you gotta do. I'm just gonna sit here and watch YouTube. And one of our other little friends was in there. But this guy, he sends me a message now, and I'm thinking this has got to be good. He starts calling me a modder, and like I said, by that time I was on YouTube. I've never modded Grand Theft Auto in my life. Like, I find no point to it. I'm level 82 legit, so yeah. Like, he keeps calling me a modder, and he's saying he's gonna report me, blah blah blah. He finally chilled out with that. And then he asked me the stupidest question anyone could have ever asked me. He says, "Are you YouTube famous?" Now, fuck with him, I said, well, yes I am. Because I am on YouTube. I'm not famous, but I am on YouTube. I have played with Day Tricksta, Mr. Amplified, and those two guys are pretty much YouTube famous. So I was seeing, like, I was gonna see where I could go with this this person, teenager kid. I don't know what it was. But he looks up my gamer tag. My gamer tag is Demented Caliber, so yeah. He looks up my gamer tag on YouTube, and he goes to one particular video. And that was a video of me showing y'all what I got, which was this. And then he comes back, sends me a message telling me to stop buying airsoft guns and buy a real gun. Well, first off, I can't buy a handgun. For one, I'm not 21. And for two, I like doing target shooting, and I can't really target shoot with a handgun, a real handgun, in my backyard. And then for number three, this, to most of y'all who know, this isn't an airsoft gun. This shoots 4.5mm steel BBs, or copper BBs, whichever BBs you buy. I happen to have these Daisy steel BBs, even though I'm a Crossman Copperhead. So yeah. And I was talking to one of my buddies, I think it was yesterday. We were talking, I was like, you know, this guy sent me a message telling me to stop buying airsoft guns and buy a real gun, and me and him talked for a second. I said, now, how bad would that be with me living in a neighborhood? How bad would that be if I shot a real gun? Or how hard would it be for me to shoot a real gun in a residential neighborhood? He says very hard, and he said, 9 times out of 10, you will get the cops called on you, and you will go to jail for discharge of a firearm in a public place. So, yeah. Whether it's on your property or not, you're still out in the open, you're still in a residential neighborhood, and you have the possibility of killing somebody in another house, or bullets ricocheting. It's very dangerous. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, this is Basehead Dipper signing out.